Hey everyone, Paul Gale Network here with a little bit of a sales update on how the Nintendo Switch 2 is doing in the United States. So Matt Piscatella from the Circana Group, formerly known as NPD, announced this morning that the Nintendo Switch 2 was the number one best-selling console overall in terms of both unit sales and amount of money earned in the US for the month of July. Now, that should not come as too much of a surprise, right? The system just came out on June 5th. It was the number one best selling console of that month. So, yeah, in July, that makes sense as well. However, here's where things get kind of interesting. Through the end of June, so June 30th, the overall number one best selling console of the year to date, from January 1st through June 30th, was still the PlayStation 5. And that sounds kind of reasonable. Well, yeah, PS5 has 6 months of availability in the market. Nintendo Switch 2, only 25 days. But here's where things get cool. Because as of July 31st, now that Nintendo Switch 2 has had only 8 weeks on the market, it is the best selling console of the entire year. That's really impressive. And not only is it the best selling console of the whole year, but it's also the highest earning platform of the year, which means that it has sold significantly more units and has generated more money than PS5 despite only being out for 8 weeks. That's really cool. Matt also said that here in the US, Nintendo Switch 2's sales is at over 8 million. Wild. And this last little bit of information is that Nintendo Switch 2 is currently 75% ahead of the unit sales pace set by its predecessor, Nintendo Switch, in its first 8 weeks of availability back in 2017. This all bodes really well for the platform, and I think that the next few months are going to be even more impressive when Nintendo updates their sales figures for that period of July 1st through the end of July, August, September 30th. That chunk will probably get around November 8th what that quarter was. And you're just going to see this thing continue to rise up. It's over 8 million now in sales worldwide. And it'll be close to 10, if not passing 10, by like that November 8th period, which will only include data through September 30th. We'll see if it can get that high, but it's going to hit 10 sooner or later, anyways. And I want to know, what do you think of the system? It's been out for a couple of months now. We're about to hit 3, in September, just a week away. We've got a Nintendo Direct looming, probably, within that first couple of weeks of September. Are you satisfied? I am. I'm loving the system. I'm having a great time with it, but I'd like to hear your thoughts about the sales, about the system in general. What do you think? Thanks for watching. This is PGN signing out. I hope you all have a good rest of your day. Bye.